And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Gets some space among the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Find the tight end open on the corner route. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
First and 10 play coming up. Looking to throw here. Caught. Completion. Touchdown, Buffalo, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. That kind of execution, the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking to throw. It's Moffitt. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The 49ers will look to convert here on 4th down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 4th down, he'll try and run for it. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And the 49ers come to the line. Set of downs. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. First down and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On first down, it's play action. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Time for just one more play in the first quarter of this playoff game. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the first quarter. And Kirk gets Buffalo with the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. The 49ers will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fighting him off. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside. There's just no room out there.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He finds some space. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I love this little touch pass call. It stretches this defense out, puts a lot of pressure on the defense to have to contain and get wide, and it can open up so many different aspects of the offensive playbook.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? He shreds the tackle. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Hand it off for a draw. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. You cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Bulls offense back out of the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the handoff. It's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Movement here from the tight end. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Now here he goes. Across the 40. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, you talk about an easy completion for a big pickup. These little touch passes, it's a real test for this defense to be able to set the edge. They were behind that play from the beginning. Lucky they were able to stop him before he took it to the house.
Made after a big gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down here for this offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Great move there. They can't stop him. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. A deep shot to the left side. Gets made all the way down inside the 35.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get in the field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Delayed handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the 49ers line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown, Charlotte, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. A deep shot right down the middle. He's got it at the 15. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down, great scoring position. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Looking to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense now set up first and goal after a critical roughing the passer penalty. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass caught. Touchdown. Bolts. That's how you finish a play.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seemed to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion, and he put 6 more on the board.
After the extra point, the lead is now 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Back to pass. It's Moffitt. Looking to scramble. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
He pulls in the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. We're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
The 49ers will have to kick this away. That's his 4th punt already today. Fair catch made at the 20. So it's 1st down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Away to start the 2nd half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. The passing game very hard to stop in the 1st half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
3 receivers in a bunch formation as they come up on 2nd and inches. Picked off and changed for their 1st interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The 2nd down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Can he make it to the marker? He's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff from the shotgun. The 1st down and still motoring. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this 2nd half started.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He breaks free. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buffalo. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the PA team puts him up 17 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. The same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. The secondary backed up off the ball now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. First out and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Play action here on first down. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. Now you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
It's a draw to the back. He's got the first and still going. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play.
The ball is picked off. You bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Direct snap to the back. Breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Breaks three. Will carry his steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today. And he's not done yet.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Back-to-back deep shots. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looking to throw. It's Moffitt. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle.
And it's hauled in way downfield. He's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Great connection there for 6 points.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Now that one didn't go anywhere. They're lucky he even made it back to the line of scrimmage. That one looked bad from the start.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Short connection to the tight end here. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Well, a huge hit there. You half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And Kirk gets Buffalo with the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. To the 45. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Through the defender. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Receiver in motion now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Heading for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Moffitt. Throws to the tight end. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Now, this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
And here's the return now from midfield. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here's the second down play. Short completion at the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end that shows off his hands.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Tackle made after a big game. Ball moves to the 21.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence in what he can do.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
By another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a
touchdown, Buffalo. And the route is on.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Jordan. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
So second down after the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Moffitt. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Here they come on third and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. On third down, he drops to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. The pass ball's incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Fights through the tackle.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Fighting off the defender. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. Grinding away on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good. Position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line.
Shadow, set, ready.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. To the air, it's Moffitt. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The 49ers will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the 49ers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for a late, deep throw. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.